So, we're going to work with our request of weaving in this idea, this sense of change. How do we work with that? And also to bring in a sense of compassion, for maybe others in need or who are struggling. And even with that, we can start to see how that comes together with this resting with change. That when we or others are struggling or are in need, that actually those circumstances can change. But more importantly, it's our relationship with what's happening, how that can change. And we can help that through our mindfulness practice. A sense of resting with what is. Sometimes when things are a struggle or really difficult, we can take it very personally. Why me? Why does this happen to me? Why them? It seems so unfair. And so our practice can help us to take things less personally, that we can have this understanding that we are human beings, that we get sick, that we age, and ultimately we die, each and every one of us. And I think this sense of the unknowing, the uncertainty, is difficult to sit with when a part of our brain is so hardwired for survival, to maintain and keep control, to protect us from harm and keep us safe. And of course we can do many things to enable that safety, that protection. But ultimately there are things we cannot control and we cannot change. So there's inevitability of impermanence, of uncertainty, and of immortality. But we can have compassion for ourselves and for others through the process. And another aspect that we want to weave in is around gratitude. And I think this sense of appreciation and gratitude, just that practice in itself, can help us be with what's here and appreciate what we do have, as opposed to maybe clinging or grasping onto what we don't have, or what we wish for, what we desire. So in any practice, it's always good to start with a sense of grounding. So the invitation here is to come into a comfortable seat, a comfortable posture. a posture that will support your practice. You might like to have the eyes closed, or you might wish to have them open, or holding a soft gaze. So just to begin with here, taking a moment to feel your feet on the ground. And here we can cultivate a sense of groundedness, of safety. Feeling the ground, feeling the earth beneath your feet. And then bringing your attention into your seat. So feeling that connection with the chair, the floor, the cushion. Checking in here just to see if there's any tightness or tension. It may be that you'd like to consciously relax the muscles here, inviting in a softness. So that you can really feel the weight of the body here. Allowing the body to let go a little, to rest a while. It's like we're inviting or encouraging the nervous system here to soften a little, to rest. But it's okay in this moment to relax the muscles. It's okay in this moment to let go a little. To really feel the body weight here. And we can sit tall in the upper body, opening up a little in the front of the body. Relaxing the shoulders back and down. Allowing the arms and hands to rest easily. And just experimenting here as to what's a comfortable position for your hands and fingers. Would it be palms down or palms up? Resting on the sides of the hands. Resting one hand inside the other. Just finding what feels comfortable for you. So this sitting tall in the upper body is this sense of being awake and alert to what's here. So in a way, we're still honouring that part of our nervous system. But we're saying to the nervous system, we can be awake and alert, but at the same time we can do it with ease, with a softness. So with this invitation to soften the muscles around the frame of the body. So we can rest in this awareness with ease. With an openness to what's here. At the same time, grounding through the lower body. Feeling that support so that it feels okay to be open. And with this alertness, this openness, being at ease, we can be responsive. And here we embrace the sense of our mindfulness practice, creating this space so that we can respond rather than react. So if it feels comfortable here, taking a few deeper breaths, just in your own time and at your own pace, breathing in deeply. Letting out the breath steadily and slowly. Feeling that full stretch of the deep breath in the body. And feeling that lovely release on the breath out. And whenever that feels enough, releasing the deeper breaths. Noticing how the body comes into its natural rhythm. And then for a moment, we're going to keep our attention in the breath. So perhaps finding a spot for yourself to pay attention to. It could be the nostrils, feeling the movement of the breath here. It could be the chest, or maybe the belly. Or it could be feeling the breath in the whole body. So first of all, this kind of noticing the movement of the breath. Is really helpful, because here we are with the body in a place of certain stillness. Yet there is always this steady flow of the breath. And even if the breath becomes really quiet, there is always movement. And we can notice here how we can rest in this continual movement. And not to worry if the mind becomes distracted or moves away from the breath. Just noticing this. Noticing it with kindness and compassion. This is what the mind does. This is what the brain, the nervous system does in order to track everything around us, internally, externally. Checking we're okay, that's okay. And just guiding the attention back. Resting in this steady flow. We might start to become aware of how each breath is different. Each breath is new. That breath is the first time we've breathed that breath. And then it's gone again. Each breath a new breath, feeling different, changing. Occasionally we might need to take a slightly deeper breath as the body is constantly adjusting itself to get the right amount of oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide. And then if it feels comfortable to do so, increasing or expanding your awareness and starting to become aware of the breath, but the whole of the body. And still within this sense of stillness in the body, we can start to become aware of this continual movement and flow. Maybe it's the tingling of the nerve endings in the fingers or the toes, the feet. How there's the pulsing, the flow of the blood moving through the body, our continual heartbeat. And here we are resting with this continual flow, this continual movement. And we can take a moment to have an appreciation, a gratitude for this movement, this flow. As really it's sensing our aliveness and what it means for us to be alive. Knowing too that our bodies are doing the best they can to keep us well. Knowing that this is the same for those around us. And as we sense this flow, this movement, this aliveness in the body, we have a sense of this is us as a human being. A human being that will inevitably be unwell from time to time. We have the capacity to get sick. we will age. And at some point we will die. As part of being a human being. So we can offer ourselves compassion and kindness. And taking a moment to offer anyone around us compassion and kindness for whatever they are managing, coping with, dealing with, struggling with. Taking a moment to wish them well. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you have moments of joy. May you feel at ease. May you feel happy. And feeling the sense of compassion within your body. Feeling a sense of alertness, but also at ease. Feeling the sense of stillness, but also this continual flow, this continual movement of life. And just for the last few moments of this practice, if it feels okay, is opening up your awareness. You might become aware of the sounds all around you. You might hear the wind if that's present for you. Having a sense of the weather surrounding you. So having a sense of this flow and movement outside of us, as well as inside of us. This continual flow and movement of life. And just seeing if we can allow ourselves to be alert and at ease, resting in the midst of this flow. So wherever your attention is, it's coming back to noticing your breathing, the movement of the breath in the body, having an appreciation for this body, for this breath, for the people that are sharing this practice with us today. Appreciation for all the things that we have in our lives. An appreciation for this life. An appreciation for this moment. And this one. And then we'll notice the breath for a breath in and a breath out. And we'll bring this practice to a close. So, taking your time as you ease yourself from the practice, maybe bringing some gentle movement to the body. Opening the eyes when you're ready and just taking in your surroundings. Thank you for your practice.